You're watching Jammu Links News. I'm Mannat Gupta and welcome to the daily updates of Midday News. Let's begin. With a spike of 55,079 cases and 876 deaths in the last 24 hours, India's COVID-19 count reached 27,02,743 on Tuesday, according to the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The country's COVID-19 count includes 6,73,166 active cases, 19,77,780 discharged or migrated patients. With 876 deaths, the toll due to the disease has risen to 51,797. The death toll has breached the 50,000 mark on Monday, according to the ministry. Jammu and Kashmir on Monday recorded 422 new coronavirus cases, taking the total number of infected persons to 28,892, even as 6 COVID-19 patients died during the last 24 hours in the Union Territory. With the fresh deaths, the death toll of coronavirus infected persons in the UT has risen to 548, of which 507 were from the Valley and 41 from the Jammu region. There are now 7,048 active cases in the Union Territory, while 21,296 patients have recovered from the infection. Development of Jammu and Kashmir, the northeast and hilly states is the priority of the Narendra Modi government, Union Minister Jitendra Singh said on Monday. Singh said this at the foundation stone laying ceremony and inauguration of multiple national highway projects in the northeastern state of Manipur. At the virtual event, Union Road Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari led the foundation stones of Rs 3,000 crore worth of highway projects. Calling for filling up of vacancies of doctors for improving primary and secondary healthcare system, Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha on Monday stressed the need for ensuring adequate medical supply, dialysis facilities in all district hospitals in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. An official spokesman said LG Sinha on Monday reviewed the functioning of Health and Medical Education Department here at Raj Bhavan. Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha on Monday directed for follow-up of action under Back to Village program in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Taking cue from the overwhelming public response, he directed for third phase of the ambitious Back to Village program, which is likely to be held in the month of October. He observed that public is the ultimate judge of the quality of works executed and asked the officers to make sure that the rational demands projected by them during the first phase of B2V program are reasonably fulfilled before launching the next phase of the program. Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha on Monday interacted with the representatives of Kashmir Chamber of Commerce and Industry at the Raj Bhavan Auditorium to get the first-hand appraisal of the issues and problems of the business community. The interaction proved to be a gainful event for the trade bodies as important decisions were made, including framing of a committee to make an assessment of the overall economic scenario and propose fresh measures to ensure its revival, extension of power amnesty scheme and taking a holistic view of policy or guidelines for registration, renewal, operation of houseboats. A double-lane motorable bridge constructed over the Indus River at Choglamsar at a cost of over Rs 8.21 crore under the Central Road Fund was dedicated to the public on Monday by Lieutenant Governor R.K. Mathur, who said infrastructure development is the first priority of the administration in the Union Territory of Ladakh. He said the special development package announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi is meant for developing infrastructure and all other sectors in Ladakh on a priority basis. A team of Jammu Municipal Corporation, including Mayor Chandramohan Gupta, Purnima Sharma, Deputy Mayor and Avni Lavasa, Commissioner JMC presented a detailed project report to UEED officers for controlling pollution in Tavi River due to 13 major nalas of the city falling into the river from Panchtirthi to Bhagwati Nagar. The mayor said that DPR amounting Rs 43.49 crore is meant for augmenting the process of Clean Jammu and Green Jammu, and under this project, diversion of these nalas to existing sewage treatment plant at Bhagwati Nagar will be done. He said that polythene garbage, objectionable material, etc. shall not be allowed to pollute River Tavi after implementation of the project. The enforcement wing of Lakes and Waterways Development Authority demolished 2 illegal constructions of single-story houses, concrete block shuttering for plinth and roofing at Lashkari Mohalla NFR in Greenbelt, Shalimar and Harwan areas. The illegal structures were constructed taking undue advantage of the COVID-19 lockdown. During demolition operation, there was great resistance at Lashkari Mohalla NFR from the public, followed by manhandling of the members of demolition squad and police personnel. The public also resorted to heavy stone pelting, resulting in the minor injuries to some of the members of demolition squad. Besides, some of the vehicles of the enforcement wing and mechanical division also got damaged. Advisor to the Lieutenant Governor K.K. Sharma has said that Jammu and Kashmir has taken several initiatives for preservation of the ecology and environment, which have resulted in preserving the forest cover in the UT, besides also addressing the environmental concerns in consonance with the already led global protocols. The advisor was speaking at State Forest Ministers' Conference done through video conferencing, which was attended by Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change Prakash Javadekar.